So yesterday I started to level up my a test account. So I was trying to use my main account to boost, and it turned out to be not the best idea. But basically because you firstly you most likely you want to level up, and if you for some reason if you don't, still you need to, there are some sections that's not very like skippable. So for example, after you clear act 1, act 2, etc., you will have to walk from the waypoint to the what is called the town. And this part, you could use your main character to just clear the path, but overall it's too tedious. So maybe it's just easier to level up with your main to level up with the account you want to play with. But you can save some time by firstly by clearing the bosses. You use your main account to clear the boss with ease, and you can that is not switching the windows is not a lot of work, and you can potentially also give yourself some waypoints, and that will keep you always up for 5 levels to the recommended map area level, so which is should be more optimized. And yeah, for example, for this, it actually takes quite some time to kill the boss, but if your main character just takes a couple of seconds. And why it takes so long to clear the bosses? So this is because our build. So our build is like this. So basically, not useful at all. So basically, you grab a bunch of jewel nodes, some very limited what's called the energy shield nodes, and clusters usually you need 3, and that's it. You don't have you don't have very useful nodes to boost your damage. Yeah, some couple of energy shield here or there, but not a lot. Mainly these 3 you want to grab the aura ones, and just some a mana one and some energy shield one. So this is pretty obviously that your tree is pretty bad. So you have a very limited survivability and 0 attack. And how do you level? So firstly, as I said, for bosses it's kind of fine. Oh, actually, I don't think I should just start a new map. So obviously, it's you don't have any help from your passive tree to level to boost your damage. But what you can do is to use some good jewels. So this is a lot of attack speed, and this is a lot of attack damage. And as well as you can see, I'm using the good old skeleton mage. So this is a perk that you can you have with that you can just level with your second character, because you can afford the die reckoning, you can afford the tabula, and if you don't want to kill, if you want to skip the boss with your main account, then it's actually it's fine to use the really shit passive tree to kill the small trash mobs and leveling. So this is totally doable, and I I think the most popular choices are lightning helix or lightning trap, but Scatter Mage still works, and the reason why I use this build is the main purpose is that I want to make the best use of something that you don't really have from day one when you are league starting, and it turned out to be fine. I was keeping some break of wall when I was trying to level from 60, I think 62 or 63 to now it's a 67. So it was pretty challenging until I used one of my older flash crafter, which again it's pretty cheap for 5 link. For 6 link I think it's even cheaper. Well, actually it's not that cheap, but still it's pretty cheap. And by using this, you'll be able to have a decent survivability, and this is very important because you want to have capped elemental resistance. And by the way, I achieved that by moving out the zealotry, so sacrifice some damage, but include our purity of elements. So obviously we are not doing like tons of damage here, but it does its work. Precision. Where's my... I think I want to swap this with the hypo... what is it called? Oh. Yeah, that's a bummer. We don't really want to sacrifice it. Sacrifice XP. But I was being careless. Yeah, this build is not that tanky. It's not bad, but still it's not the greatest. And this is a CI build, but we haven't allocated CI nodes yet, so need to be very careful when there's a chaos damage. So now we are 2 levels below. I think we can keep playing this map maybe? No, I shouldn't. It's there's no point with this. It's better to just keep filling out our atlas. So yeah, shouldn't do this. What is this? And what? It just looks not very familiar. So this is my backup belt in case I want to swap out purity of elements. So if you have this, then I don't think we have very good cold rest, and I have a minus of shield, but we will have a little bit more damage, so maybe that's better. Let's just try this out with this zealotry. It's here. So with zealotry, I want to replace this with generosity. So we sacrifice some defense. Do I have enough faster attack? Which is faster attack? That's pretty messed up. Yes, here. Faster attack should go here. And we don't have a red nose anymore, so we don't run Valarity. And do we have enough map? No, we don't. So we have a bog, and asset caverns. So I'm going to go to my other main account. Where's my other main account? It's here. So I'm going to here and get my map. So I said Kevin the bog up there, and we want dungeon. We don't want rare map. We will only do magic for the safety. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing it in the other window, so I'm not seeing it. I'm going to put these maps inside the. Yeah, I did. I didn't have that. I didn't have the other weapon, so it was right to take that. So we have this. So this I use this guild stash. So which of course you need to pay money, but I think it's worth it if you have like 2 accounts, which is allowed by GGG. So we are going to do more these maps. Yeah, let's just keep advancing. I think I will for this tree. I will grab the Maven ones in case whenever I want to do Maven. So let's just go this direction, and yeah, do more maps. So where I was at? Yeah, I was at when we are up. So the bare minimum of for a build that is that can work in the white map is that you only need a 6-link or 5-link skeleton mage and the help from some good jewels, and that's it. So nothing actually could be dangerous, even though I have super high energy shield, but it will just penetrate them. So if I did it with so Rosa is good until mapping. So which means but you can start using Flash Crafter since level 59. So I should have swapped it at that time. That basically double your energy shield. So let's see. Yeah, 3 something, and now it's nearly double. Do I have any? Oh, I do have this precision, but no, I can't precision. So this gives us much more room to micro instead of to being like a one shot. So basically, to recap, you only need a skeleton mage, and I use zombies to absorb some damage, and I didn't really want to purchase or craft any gear, so I just use some random uniques. So this is the level 1 Gold Dream. This glove is to help our zombie a little bit tankier. It's all these are pretty random, and yeah, the Oberon is something that we sort of like to have. It's a good boost to damage 1 more skeleton. And I think the other stat is okay. So now great level 68. So the name is like low level test. So I was trying to test if I can just make a level like 3, 4, 5-ish super low level characters to start using the map device, but turned out to be that's not really very doable. You can do that, but it doesn't. I think it still would take maybe hours, and you are pretty much stuck there. And there's also one thing I want to test out, which is what if I'm using Scatter Mage to level. So I was using Absolution to level, which was pretty good until I started hitting red map. So which is solid, but the move itself feels really bad. So I don't really want to do that. And for Trapper, I think Trapper is also decent. I think it will make you feel smoother if you allocate some like trap nodes. But one of the reasons that Trapper works well is that you could use what's called the champion portion, because champion is pretty solid candidate for Aurabot as well. But one of the reasons I use Scion is that I want to see how the Ascendant works. I haven't tried this yet, so now I kind of like just get to know some of the mechanisms like this. So it's a good thing for me. This is my second league only, so still need to learn something. Need to learn a lot of things, I mean. So where is the boss of this map? I think I accidentally just passed the boss. Boss is definitely not in that direction. And I don't think I see the middle of the map either. Not this map. So we just randomly filled up some Atlas, and I think I will stop at level 70. At level 70 I can use level 20 gems. Where is the boss? God damn it, where's the boss of this map? Usually they are on the other side of the map, but I can't find it. And there's no arena, so is that in that corner? No, suck. Yeah, but this is how good Shield Bash is. So that's why Scatter Mage just feels bad, because you don't you can only use Flame Dash, but you cannot use a Shield Charge or the Slam or for Link the Lightning Wrap. That is also pretty good, but this has to be a 4 Link, I think. This boss is very annoying. I hate this boss. Oh no. Okay. So let's just run more maps. Oh, I forgot to allocate one more node. The reason why I go with this route is not to avoid this part of the tree. I don't have sentinels anymore. And there's some like a slight loss of XP. Not the biggest deal. Don't think I should waste time on this one. Apex. I'm gonna take this. It's very interesting that you don't really need any passive to comfortably cleaning the map, cleaning the campaign. I didn't know that is possible. So I just run a bunch of random aura and zombie. And the most important thing is skeleton mage. But maybe some other moves like a spark can work as well. I don't think I need this. Unfortunately, we can't really easily level up AFK. So I tried two things. The first thing is running a 2 emblem timeless conflict. And without a proper Aurabot, I cannot keep this character alive. Which is kind of a shame. Otherwise, that could be potentially be a good way. So that is 10 kills around 2 minutes. If it's you can level like half of the bar, then that would be a good deal. And I also tried the simulacrum, and so I don't think we are gaining a lot of XP because of the penalty. So I'm going to try when I'm level 70. I think I'm going to try it again. But of course, the bigger problem is that it can't stay alive. So my cremation main account cannot tank enough damage. I mean, it can tank tons of damage, but the mobs just still try to attack this mob, and I don't know how to deal with it. So I think you do need to like build this to a degree that's reasonably tanky. So that's why at level 70 I'm going to, these are 2 nodes, so I'm going to deploy some okay, we have another stalker one. So I want to test if I can survive at level 70 with I think I need to run determination is already handled by the other account. Discipline as well. I think I'm going to run the triple purities. Hope I don't die. Let's just send a portal here. If I die, I will use my main account instead of try again with this account. I think Flash Crafter adds a good amount of damage. Oh no. Ah! I was looking at some stupid stuff. Okay, so I'm going to use the other account to visit Hideout. And kill the boss. Where is the boss? The fun fact is that when I didn't have this character when I was leveling up, so I was using some really random stuff to try to help kill the main bosses. So you know to do that, you need to okay. I'm using the wrong window to show. So let's just go back to the correct one. So this I was talking about the level downscaling. Carcass. There are some random things here. I should have cleaned them up at some point. Let's just keep going here, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, not quite close. We'll get there. Maybe we don't get there. Okay. I should be more careful. I shouldn't just randomly die for no reason like I just did. It's a convocation. Let's just deploy the sentinel. Oh no. This mob seems to be pretty strong. Skeleton mage is really strong this start build. Only if you can afford that reckoning. This map is not very good for Sentinel. I cannot make the best use of it. So maybe actually there is no point to rush too fast in the story mode. Also, by the way, I was playing Diablo Immortal, and I'm level 34 now. So this game basically, firstly, it sucks, and the way I played this was that I don't want to spend any money on it at all. So I purchased every single stash in this game because it's totally worth it. But for Diablo Immortal, it's a street. And when I was playing the Story mode, I got really good XP, but I think I stopped at level 31 and 32, and at the Zoltan Cruz library, for some reason I cannot proceed the story mode, and I just got stalled my progress. So did some like Elder Rift and some bounties. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's pretty bad design overall. The chain net binds, and it would be some good money when it's during the start. Now of course it's not anymore. So maybe I can actually do something with this skeleton mage build. So I couldn't do anything when it's back in the day when I was using the absolution. But let's see. Or maybe not. Oh, of course. Of course. So you don't have the pure pay-to-win game on PC, but Diablo Immortal is like 100% pay-to-win game. So this is the first reason why it sucks. And secondly, I don't see any like strategy or micro or something. Basically, you just only rely on the gear you purchased. For this game, there are some like room for you to. I will skip this. For this game there are some room for you to macro, like for example this. But for Immortal, it's nothing there, 0. Ooh. It's really surprising that Blizzard like made such a game. I mean, NetEase is a Chinese company that all the Chinese people are familiar with. So we kind of like make a joke of it, call it the pig factory, because the CEO sometimes like at some point he was mentioning that to like make a factory to not a farm factory to farm to raise pigs is a good way to make money or something. So yeah, it's kind of a joke, but overall this company, like most of the Chinese companies, they just don't have any like moral ground to stand on. They are just grab the money and they don't care the reputation and everything. So it's pretty bad to see that Blizzard is falling to this degree as a Chinese company. It is pretty sad. But on the other hand, well, there's no other hand. Like for the whole like MMO thing, it looks very like with the graphic is Diablo 3, but so far it looks a lot and the gearing system, things like that, it looks very similar with the Diablo 4 showcase, so which gives us some very, very bad feeling about Diablo 4. So if the idea is to like carry over some item level, some like draws you up. So basically you have like item level, you have that item base, and you have socket draw. So you put all these together, they just kind of like combine the do the multiply thing. And there's not a lot of depth in it. So for POE, for example, the good thing is that basically a lot of mechanisms are hidden, and you kind of like figure out by trying out different combination of the skill gems. So this is some depth in the system. But for Diablo, like for Immortal, you just like it's very plain. And if they are doing the same thing if they are going to do the same thing in Diablo 4, then it's pretty boring. Okay, so that is. Maybe I just try to level before I enter the dungeon, so that if I die, I don't sacrifice any XP. Questions, can I? No, I can't. No, this sucks. See, this is just a random talk. Oh, maybe I can update, upgrade by killing those trash mobs. That close? Yeah, okay. Of course, I'm only level 34, so after level 35, I will see if I can proceed with the story mode. But so far, the game seems to be pretty straightforward and boring and everything. There's no reason to keep this. Then I'm going to stash away the currencies I picked up. So level 2 maps, security done, stash it. Level 3 ones up here. Another level 2 one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure after burning these 3 maps, I should be at level 70. And I just keep advancing the Atlas. Do I want to do the ritual? I always have a bad feeling about ritual. That's not going to be a big ritual anyway. But if we were to do it, we will do it after the bridge. Do you have anything here? No. Let's go back to the other side. Oh no. Let's see what we got from the ritual. Ah, this is my least favorite ritual mechanism. Why did I keep summoning skeleton? Yeah, because they will keep dying. It sucks. What do we get here? So these gears are really random. Yeah, I think level 70 would allow me to wear most of the gears I want. Mainly the auras. I forgot if I have any level 21 aura. That would require no. That would require level 72 gear, I think. Do I? I can send here and summon or skeletons here to do their job, so I don't need to worry about the stupid laser beam. Do I even have SP by killing these mobs? Yes, I do. Which means it's not too bad. What do we have? Not a lot. Yeah, I think this I will level up to 70 and I will do I will try to do Simulacrum and build this character tomorrow. Tired today. Supposedly it's better stalker, right? Yeah, more chance to add rewards, so it's good. Is there any button to skip the ritual, like delirium? Oh, I'm frozen, I think. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit less than half of my shield. So do we? What is this? It's not something I want to have, right? So these are pretty bad. So this map can give me more than half of the SP I need. I think in the future, if I want to upgrade an Autobot, I will use Champion. The Ascendant seems to be, the aura effects seem to be better. And thirdly, I thought this Sion would help in terms of starting from here, but doesn't really do much at this point. And I'm not building a super fancy Aurabot, it's just some bare minimum that doesn't really run any offensive auras. I just need to run the purities of all the 3 elements and the purity of element for defensive, and yeah, and grace. So now I don't even know how to solve the reservation problem. So why I'm doing this? So last season last league I was using my my spare skeleton mage as my fuck. Oh my god, this is really bad because it takes a long way to get there. And when we get something really bad, so I will reroll 40 regrets. So which one is 4 regrets? Interesting. What do I get? Maybe I'll defer this one. So it's very random choice. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, it's good that we have show the charge. Although I was pretty stupid by even activating that ritual, and now it's we just get less than half of the XP. So we still need to run 4 maps, 3 maps, I think. Wow, no way. So last season last league I was using the necromancer because the aura stacked aura. And let's see. But I couldn't get it to work. I didn't invest a lot, I couldn't get it to work, and I don't know what I was missing. I couldn't run enough from auras, my Aurabot just died. So I need to figure out how to keep it alive. Oh, wrong click. Yeah, let me just finish these 2 maps. It's not a big deal. And all these low level maps just remind you how terrible the most maps are. So if you keep running like Strand or Mesa or City Square, you kind of like feel okay. The maps, fit on the maps is really not too bad, but just because you got used to it. And when you play those like this kind of maps, like I mean, after getting the completion, who cares about this map? It's a terrible map. So why they can't just make a map like Area nice? This is just kind of the bad things that you get over with until you can play with the good contents. The question is that why they want to fill the game with a bunch of bad contents. Like there should be a point for maps like this. So Diablo 3 tried to solve this problem by increasing the density for maps like this kind of shittier layout. But I think it's pretty hard to balance out this kind of things. So if you either make these maps too good or not good enough. It's very hard to make them like compatible. Compete. Oh no. I accidentally reset the screen. It's very hard to make them like this map layout compatible. Compatible. Especially this kind of dead end sort of like map. If you don't have shield charge, if you are running like absolution or basically all the summoners that you want to run a lot of skills, it's a little bit of pain. Yeah, that again. This is because you are supposed to finding the golden pages in the library, and now you are just running to the dead end for no reason. My current why I'm using this minion damage. Crafted it with some better essence. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. It's a chaos damage. It's not even a boss. Is that the stupid rogue SL thing? I don't know why these kind of things are in the game. They are very annoying. Takes time to kill, chasing you, and drops no loot. So they are just a bunch of naggers in the game. And people who annoys you. People who annoy you. Sorry. And like if it takes time to kill, then it should drop something that is a little bit different. Why Rogue XL drops nothing? Yeah, thank God we have shield charge. And we have really terrible SP from this map. Not sure what. Don't think it will. Yeah. And we are losing SP. Damn. I mean, my gear and build is stupid, so it's not surprising that I'm dying. But I'm pretty sure these are some stupid Arch-Nemesis mods. Yeah, like this, the bubble thing. So yeah, pretty sure 3 maps won't get me to level 70. Me run a level 3 map, tier 3 map. I'm standing at the cheating ground. Okay, let's try to use this sentinel. See how hard it is going to be like. I'm not a lot of XP. Screaming Essence actually is not bad at this point of the game. I don't think I want to empower the boss, so I'm gonna turn it off. No, I should have empowered it. Nah. It's very hard to not empower the boss here. And it will take too long to kill. Oh, fuck, why I wake up? Let's just stand here and use the other kind of Q. It's chaos damage one, so. I think we keep going this direction. Oh, this terrible map. So stupid. This map is fine, but the boss is very annoying. Oh no, it's the wrong map, I remember. It's something different. So at which point I should enable CI? I think I should have make sure I have at least 5k energy shield, I think. How do I get that much energy shield without using purple gear? And I need to just see how the others are building our bots. What is dealing chaos damage? What columns? Well, 1 second. Zero FPS. Hopefully it's done soon. down. This map seems to be pretty decent. Let me just keep cleaning this map and add some sentinel. Maybe I should keep going to empower more white mobs to get more SP. I still have 78. Let me try to import more things. Okay, so we can level up. Apparently. Don't die, don't die. Yeah, cool. 79. Oh. And let's try to put more gems in. So we cannot run purely of fire because level too high. God damn it. So do I level to 7? Maybe. So we have let's see how many hours we can run. So we already have determination. So we swap out this determination is the better one, and the discipline we should be running right now. Yeah, replace this with this discipline, and the pure of remove these two, and put in pure of elements, and remove this and add this, so we can run banner precision. We may not run discipline, pure of elements, pure of S, determination. And that's it. Is this good enough to keep us alive? I don't think so. I honestly don't think this is enough. So if we were to add purity of yeah, I think we need a valarity. So I'm going to take a look at the builds, the Aurabot builds. So they have this tarnished shield. What's so good about it? It's a lot of energy shield and minion gems. So they run min shield and diverge the animated guardian. Because they run enemy guardian. I don't want to run enemy guardian. And BB set, they can boost the discipline and why this flame dash? Doesn't make sense. Why do they run Sin track? Just for more energy shield? Mask of Tribunal. This is to have Near allies are better, and better reservation. And the Shaper's Touch. Why run Shaper's Touch for CI build? Because for strength, you could have 1%, that's 20% energy shield. It's not even good. I got a lot to learn. So a lot of things, they just don't make sense. Those don't seem to make sense to me. Cool, I'm going to catch some sleep.